taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scoper, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What it do, man? Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist, Mr. Brighten Up Your Timeline with Artwork, Mr. Ring Gang Radio in the building. You know what it is. World is an op out now. RingGangRadio.com in the building. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's really good is your boy, the West Coast Avenger, number one contender, prepare for liftoff. Sorry about the delay. We switched it up a little bit, but you know what it is. Ring and radio, let's get it.
That's the pilot, yo.
I swear, y'all niggas be comedy, man.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little turbulence, but he made it right through it. But you still, you dig?
I'm thinking Roman's just gonna say fuck it, like I'ma just interject and he didn't say that either, so I'm just like, damn, what are y'all niggas?
Right, I thought my shit cut off. I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
But I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good? You already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome, top 5 in this bitch. Chicago's own, nigga. Chicago win, leaving these niggas in the breeze. You feel me? Pilot, yo, nigga, hey, Pilot, I was watching that movie Flight, nigga. You remind me of Denzel in that movie, nigga.
Which one? Flight? Oh, come on.
Your ass be lit, nigga. But yeah, we here, nigga. Ring Gang. What's up?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Next up, yo, I believe that's me, King P. Light up the mic for the symphony. Yo,
hey.
Letting it off, getting it rough to the ending. You never been it. You know who this is, your boy King P, Bodega Boxer in the building. Sorry I'm late, but the Bodega is always open, and we open in time to give you a grand closing because some motherfuckers is banned from the Bodega. Jose Ramirez, nah, you out of here. So, fuck out of here. You ain't shit. This fight ain't shit. You know what? I don't even care enough about you to even do this. So, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get these bars today. So you can't come in the Bodega. So fuck
Jose Duck Ramirez?
Sure did.
Nah, Ring Gang Radio all day. But
yeah, so because it's unfortunate because
Jose Duck Ramirez.
Yeah, because
you a funny nigga.
Yeah. Yo, because Jose Ramirez, and that's a perfect segue. Jose Ramirez, man, like at one time, he was a respectable fighter. He was a respectable champion. Like even though he didn't enter that the World Boxing Super Series, he at least kept in cadence with the other champions. He unified the belts out. He two belts out of there to set up the ultimate undisputed showdown with Josh Taylor, and he came up short. And he put an effort, and that was cool. But then after that, I don't know what this guy's been doing. He seems like he wants to be champion again, but he's just been moving all wrong. First, he was supposed to get the shot against Regis Prograis and last year, but he had, he was getting married or whatever. So Zepeda stepped in and unfortunately got pummeled by Prograis to a knockout. And then still, Ramirez is still number one. He still has a number one ranking. He could still go and, Prograis is more than willing to face him, to fight him. We all want him to fight him because it would be a good ass fight.
Because it's not like Ramirez is over his head.
Right.
He still has a chance in this fight. He's looking at it like it's a 80-20, 90-10 type of fight, and it's like people favor Prograis, but Ramirez still has a shot. This is still a good action fight. So it just looks crazy for him to be ducking like that.
Him and his manager, was it Rick Merrigan, right?
Rick Merrigan. Yeah, they're on Twitter.
Oh, this fucker. That's the other one. He can't come in the Bodega either because he'd always be tweeting. He be Twitter fingers it up, he makes everything all about him. Nobody cares about you.
And the finances, everything he says is always some hype beast, numbers, dude, he makes Ramirez seem like he's like the biggest fucking star in the world, and I'm like, dude.
Do you remember that excuse they had? They said, he sells out Fresno, whatever. So,
Yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about.
He deserves more than what is it, 70-30 or whatever? Like this, whatever the split was, he wanted more than that, which was the straight. It's a duck, man.
Yeah, because Prograde is the champion, so he does get the lion's share.
Dude, Ramirez, I've never heard Ramirez have a crowd as loud as the other Ramirez, Zurdo, right, or Munguia, and we're just gonna talk about Mexican fighters.
Right.
Like Ramirez is literally he's damn near the JoJo Diaz for Top Rank.
He's a little more popular than Zepeda. This is a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're trying to talk about.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, bro.
But he talks about dude like he's motherfucking goddamn Ryan Garcia or one of these young niggas. Like come on.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. The money. But you're facing Richard Commey, who's not in prime, and he's finding a higher weight. Like we put enough respect on Comey's name. Like Comey, he's been giving us more than enough good fights. But Comey has clearly seen better days. And then on top of that,
dude is long in the tooth, bro.
Yeah.
And on top of that too, we want to see Commey face why am I forgetting his name? I just had
Jose Pedraza.
Yeah, Pedraza. Yeah, in the rematch, because the first fight was actually pretty damn good, and it was a draw, and that shit needed some separation. So they were supposed to. That fight.
It's a guaranteed great co-main that they just keep not wanting to put together. They rather license them out to other fighters, but
they stack those cards, man, on Top Rank. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
The pandemic is over. Happened.
They're gonna circle them around to other people to feed them to before feeding them to each other again. You know how the drill goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, for this fight, for the fight between Commey and Ramirez, I felt similar to when Barboza and Pedraza was announced. I thought it'd be kind of meh, but that fight was pretty good. It was better than I thought. So I'm hoping this one is, but
I think it's more because not. If Ramirez was coming off like a loss or whatever, and he has to want to rebuild, then we probably would be like, okay, that's what it is. But he's not coming off a loss or anything like that. And it's up. He has a shot. And one thing I can't stand is niggas that duck their title shots, because that's the reason why I have a big problem.
Bro. I've been trying to make a poll on that about should boxers lose their rank if they're positioning title shots. Teofimo Lopez and Ramirez, they duck Regis. They literally could have had to fight, and they decided not to. You know what I mean?
At least Tio's fighting the guy that beat Regis.
Yeah, I think he's fighting Josh.
Tio's a little different case. I only really want to tag Tio with the Barbosa ducking. That's his shit that I felt like he's been ducking that. But fighting Josh Taylor, all right, cool. Because remember, they both need to redeem themselves, so may as well redeem against each other. Shit.
Yeah, before another upset happens for both. Well, no, Taylor's still undefeated, but Taylor almost lost, and Teofimo has lost.
I'm hoping Lopez wins.
They both lost their last fight for me. Fuck it.
Facts.
But Taylor's been looking trash at 140, man. His power hasn't moved up, and it's just damn.
Yeah, I mean, but then he's still a name. He's still on everyone. So
yeah,
people watching him to watch him. People are not tuning in to watch the fucking Ramirez.
I'm gonna hope somehow he gets Taylor out. I don't know, but I doubt it. But
I want Commey to at least turn back the hands of time. I want him to get Ramirez out of there. That's what I'm hoping.
Me too. Low key.
Yeah, the boxing guys need to step in with a little bit of their seasoning, little blessing.
Yeah,
I just don't you fought Pedraza, bro. You don't need to fight Commey too, nigga. Can somebody else get that, or they get each other again?
Right. I mean, you shouldn't be scared about he's a man. He just bleeds just like you. You just have to train hard.
Yeah.
I feel like low key. Jose Ramirez, I feel like he literally got his name off fucking upsetting Amiri Mom and Mo Hooker. Because that's his best two wins, Imam and Hooker.
It is.
Really.
Yeah, it is.
Because the Zepeda win is good, but it's not a clear
the way
a stamp on it type of win.
I mean, Blair Cobb's fucked up Hooker, but the way he fucking stopped Hooker on the ropes, I mean, you have to give him a little props. But I mean, Hooker's your best win. I mean,
I thought Cepeda beat Ramirez, honestly.
Some people thought that.
Yeah, that was
close enough. They needed a rematch because it could be either or type of fight.
Right. And the part of things too is if Cepeda actually beat Prograis, then Ramirez would have actually probably definitely took the shot against Cepeda.
Exactly, which is whole shit.
Yeah, because we knew, that was a fight Ramirez wanted, but like I said, he didn't want to get. But like I said, anything to try to avoid Prograis, who was too hover up there with the WBC. So
that's how, dude. Niggas be picking and choosing the ops. So like, I don't. The rest might not remember this, but you might remember this. If you remember the Tony Jarab card, and they had Tarver Griffin on the undercard at the co-main. And they was talking about how Roy Jones called up Griffin and told him if he beats Tarver, he'll fight him a third time. But you see, Tarver has to beat like everybody and their mom to get the fight with Roy, right?
Yeah, and Tarver put a whooping on Griffin in that fight. Like,
he did, right? It's one of those underrated Tarver fights performances no one like talks about, or right? No one talks about that mention on the broadcast.
Hell no. Yeah.
But yeah, like even Roy was on that shit. Like a lot of these niggas be on that shit. They rather like they don't want to fight. Like look at Oscar with the he would rather fight Pacquiao than fight goddamn Margarito.
Yeah, exactly.
They're saying, well, I'll fight the winner of Margarito Cotto. Like, yeah, nigga, sure.
Yeah, because Oscar wanted Cotto to win, but when Cotto got bludgeoned, it was like, oh shit. Like another Mexican, and the
sad part is, motherfucker, like you got all the tools to beat Margarito. That's the sad part. Yeah. You're his size, nigga. You're bigger than Margarito. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, he's not. Well, that would have been a good fight.
Dude, motherfucker, you gonna tell me Oscar De La Hoya is not same size or bigger than Margarito?
Well, Margarito's a little taller, but yeah, I know what you mean. He's a little more filled out for sure.
Yeah, that's bigger. Like. I think Oscar's like what 5'11", like 5'11", 5'10", fought at 160. Like,
what year was the collision course for that? I forgot. Like roughly, like was Oscar in his prime? Like these little past his prime.
Oscar was past it, but he had enough of fucking look. It would have been enough if he would have had to fight at 154, which he had to pull to do so. No one told this motherfucker to go down to goddamn 147 and fight Pacquiao and eat deer meat, nigga.
Yeah.
And fight damn Steve Forbes as a warm up.
Fuck Margarito, but him and Paul Williams, I feel like they were ducked those years a little bit at one point.
And that's why they fought each other, and that's what some of these duck niggas need to do.
And the funny thing is too is I think Ramirez is bigger than Prograis by a little bit too. Like he's taller than Prograis, so
that's what I'm saying. It's like motherfuckers acting like we trying to make Campbell Hatton fight fucking Prograis.
Well, hear me out. You know how fast 140 moves. Like last year, you'd probably say Ramirez is a top 5 140. Right now, I can't even say that.
He's not.
Yeah, I can't.
He's barely top 10 right now. So.
Yeah, I'll give him top 10, but I don't know about 5.
Yeah, he's top 10, but I mean, like Nah,
think about it.
Wait, hold on. Who's top 5?
Prograis, Josh Taylor, Matthias. I put Matthias probably third, probably.
Catterall.
Catterall, lucky Josh. I think Josh Taylor would have beat him bad next time.
Yeah, so.
But the fact that the last time you see Taylor, he was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. I was gonna say Gary Antoine, but not.
Nah, he ain't top 5.
Well, I think that's the top 3: Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Matthias. And after that, it's like like most divisions. After the top 2 or 3, it's like it's pretty deep. I don't know.
Oh, it's a deep division for sure, but then it's not. I mean, it's not like a big separation. It's just they're sharks. There's big sharks and little sharks.
Ramirez just gets it for longevity. Like no one's really saying that because of what he's done lately. Like
yeah, but Ramirez though needs to get the shit together because it's like. I mean, like I said, if Commey knocks him out, then yeah, that's the boxing gods talking to everyone.
And if he struggles, that's almost as bad.
Yeah, because
almost
as bad.
Because if Ramirez goes life and death with Commey, then it's like, well, damn, you just beat the guy who just went life and death with him, Pedraza. Like, are you as good as Pedraza, nigga? Are you old too? Like, but hold on, let me get the comments real quick. Shout outs to Android. Only thing from the Ramirez Commey card to watch out for, in my opinion, is Saburo Murata on the undercard, going for 4 KOs and 4 fights. One of the most slept on prospects in the sport. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. Ramirez has always been overrated. Hate that style. I mean, it's not really his style that's bad. Like he's just overrated. Like, it is fucking manager. And shout outs, salute the RTDZ. What it do, cuz I ain't forget you. I see you play for it. What it do?
What's good?
UK in the house. But yeah, Ramirez style, like Ramirez just overrated, and his manager, fucking the fake ass split star nigga. Like,
I mean,
fucking hype, man.
Taylor beat Ramirez ass pretty bad. I mean,
of course, but it's the fucking judges, and I was robbed of a goddamn knockout prediction because them motherfuckers made sure he went the distance in that fight.
and the referee,
Uppercut, he was done.
yeah, the referee was on some fuck shit too.
Yeah, and the scorecards.
Yeah, 114, 112. Well, the
What
knockout.
the fuck fight he was watching?
Yeah.
You got to drop a nigga twice and dominate him and win 7 rounds, 8 rounds.
Yeah, Taylor definitely won that clear. But there's also
like
Estrada. She's fighting an undefeated chick for a title. Who's also a champion. So
oh yeah, the unifying. Yeah.
So at least, I mean, that has a decent co-main, but in terms, you know, co-main at least for the fight. But yeah, co-main Ramirez shouldn't really exist. I know, like I said, I mean, hopefully, I mean, my heart is saying that, you know, I want co-main to win, but my brain is telling me that Ramirez will probably knock co-main out this time. Like, I have a feeling he probably will do it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
because it's the pressure. It's a pressure pilot. Punch for punch. I don't think like that.
Comey's not, not for 140, yeah, but I don't know. Ramirez, I'm kind of iffy on him. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I don't think he's gonna knock him out.
I can see it. Like, Ramirez puts punches together very well, and he does have good power.
And he actually could fight at 147 if he wanted to get it down the line. You know,
I feel like he could as well, but if you don't want Progress at 140, nigga, I don't know if you want them beasts at 147.
right.
What the fuck you gonna do? The motherfucker start saying, you know what, Ramirez and Ortiz would be a good fight. Like, nah.
Well, shit, Regis don't even want to move up. Every time somebody asks him, he's like, "Nope, I'm staying unless Josh Taylor." You know, and he's like, he wants to put at 140. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some sharks at 147, even though 140 is deep as fuck. You know, top.
Well,
Yeah, but the Sharks can start sharking each other right now at 140. You got enough, and you don't need these niggas moving up or down or whatever the fuck they want to do. You got a good enough fights right now at 140.
I mean, right now, 147 is shit. I mean, it's not. I mean, 147 is a shit division right now. It's still a shit division. It just has names in it, but
it's not 160, but it's pretty fucking bad right now. It's crazy. We're not getting.
Yeah, definitely not as bad as 160 is just 160. We're not even gonna say 160 is bad anymore. We just gonna say 160.
No, did y'all hear Janabek's opponent?
Stop.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah, I think we've done enough on this. Hold on, one more thing. What time is this card?
Like 10 y'all time probably. Well, I like this prospect Raymond Muratalla. He's pretty good 135er. He's probably opening it. It looks like.
I mean, for
me, the pay-per-view is what motherfuckers gonna be opening.
I mean, if I watch this if I watch what we're gonna talk about next in the movie theater, then yeah, that's the movie theater. Else, if I watch this shit at home, then yeah, I'll have both of them going. One will be on the laptop, the other one will be on the TV. You know, and then that's just what it is gonna be. But just so I just see what happens. But yeah, the paper. But that's a good segue though. But what?